brothers, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Giants. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set. 80 weapons, 10 Lobo.
Let's get off the field, D.
Get it.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey. 4 down.
Hey, wahoo! Recon, 132 fighter.
Back to throw, Romo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player.
And the pressure gets to Romo as he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Romo. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here we go. 60 outlaw, General West.
It's going to be a long game.
Snap.
On first down, it's Romo. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Down.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Spike.
Here's Romo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Romo. He's going to let this one go deep, and that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll run on first down. Bennett. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Now, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
61, matchbox right. 5.
To throw is Romo. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, 87 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
50-50. Hey, Charlie. Everyone, Mike 20. Bring it.
To the air, Allen. They complete it to Hill. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Allen. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Plant. Greystone, travel.
Patrick.
Yep.
Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
Hey, Team 6.
Mine's 50.
Get it.
Romo here on first down. That'll be caught by Hester. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Ready.
A shotgun snap for Romo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
You got it.
It's a pickup of 6.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Out of the gun, Romo, and hauled in by the tight end Miller. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Check 50. Check 50. Watch the edge.
Needing the top yards, they run it with their fullback. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put the...
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 36. Fights free at the 5. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college. And our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Tight down. There you go.
Now a give, right side. It's Bennett. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Allen's throw is complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points so you know that all the time during the week.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, high 7.
Romo now to throw. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
First and 10.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Romo. And the pressure gets to Romo as he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now Romo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Tariq Cohen on the return. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Brings up second and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. He's got a first down and then gain some at midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen flushed out right. He'll run it. Allen hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On second down, it's Bennett. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Single.
To throw again, Romo. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Romo. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half. And
now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 76 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. The point after is good, and that will put them on top here in the third. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here we go. 60 or.
Double time. Hey, 4 down.
They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
That's good for a Giants first down.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Romo. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Ready, break.
Watch 2. Defense wins championships, baby.
Get it.
Romo throwing again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds, shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Foxtrot. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Romo. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Hill on the return. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On 1st down, Allen. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. On 2nd down now, it's Bennett, and he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more coming. Check. Walk 54. Exit.
On 2nd down, it's Bennett. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Bennett. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 20, 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 30 base. Hey, Delta. Shoot.
After the run, now Romo going to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
218, chop it. 5.
On first and 10, Romo. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Now Saquon Barkley. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Tight alpha.
4 down. Alert.
Now.
I got him. That's me.
Yo, hit it.
From the gun, Romo. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score. Rosas good with the extra point. Back now here at MetLife Stadium, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
36.
On first down, It's Bennett, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Here's Allen to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
At the 45-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, exit.
Check 24.
General West. Get it.
Romo now to throw it. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39, the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Now that was a beautiful play, a pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw is Romo. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now a first down throw, Romo. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards on the play. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Check it back.
On first down, it's Romo. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys are back within a single score. PAT up and good by Rosas. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They'll keep it on the ground. Better. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a first and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Second and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Check nickel.
You draw quarters.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 32 on the play. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack. And the pressure gets to Romo as he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Here's Romo. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Romo. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Go!
Here we go on fourth. Romo. That's complete to Slayton. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Get ready.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Chiefs, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.